Are you operating from a rich mindset or a broke one? We're going to get into it. Hi, I'm Joe. Welcome back. This is the Ultimate Love Letter. Thank you for joining the conversation. By the end of this convo, you're going to know which mindset you are in. And that very mindset is what's governing your life. And it might seem subtle, but to someone who has done the work, they only need to spend a minute in your presence. And your energy, the words that are coming out of your mouth are telling them and the rest of the world exactly which mindset you operate from. It might seem subtle, but the way you speak to yourself and others are showing you if you are saturated in a rich mindset or a broke one. And there is no in between. We might be thinking, well, I operate somewhere in the gray area. No. If you feel you're in a gray area, I'm here to tell you, you are in your broke mindset. The way we move, our first responses, whenever we're asked to pay for something, pay something, offer something, give something, our first responses are telling everyone where you are at energetically. And it all begins with the mind. And that mindset is the reason we're living the life we are today. I'm going to start with the mindset of the rich. And now let's get this clear right now. When I'm speaking about rich, I'm talking about rich in peace, rich in generosity, rich in gratitude, rich in love, rich in God. When I'm speaking about riches, most people will automatically just go to money. Money comes as a byproduct of everything I've just mentioned. And that is what most of us have yet to learn. When we are able to give away our gratitude, our love freely, we add value. And as we add value, God repays us. Money will go where value is built. Now, the rich mindset moves through life in ease. That person understands. All they're here to do is decide what they want. And they know they can have it. They know every single day money is meant to go out and it's meant to come right back. They move through life knowing that anything they want to accomplish, they can accomplish because they are relying on something beyond themselves. Yes, on themselves, but they understand something deeper. God is at the source. And they are moving around with that confidence that at any point, wherever they decide to go, whatever they decide to have, whatever experiences they want to divulge in, whatever donation they want to give, anything they want to create, they know it's within them to achieve it. In essence, they have it all. They are not fixated simply of the price of things. They immediately look at goods and the price is not the first thing. They decide in the moment when they see something, what value is it going to add to them or others? Do they truly want this thing? Do they truly need this thing? And once that's decided, perhaps, maybe, they look at the investment to acquire that thing. But the broke mindset doesn't look at it. They're looking at the same thing very differently. They look at it first and foremost, what does it cost? They are already discounting themselves. Something drew them to that very thing. Something caught their eye. Was it God that drew them there? But they're not valuing that first. They're valuing the cost of it. And that is where they decide whether they truly want this thing or not. Again, totally misaligned with source. And if that wasn't enough, they go further. After finding out the cost of a thing, they start rationalizing in their heads, perhaps I shouldn't have it. Perhaps I should do something else with this money. Perhaps it's not that serious. Perhaps I should pay a credit card bill with this thing. Again, totally skipping over the very source that led them to the thing. Now, this doesn't suggest that everything that catches your eye, everything that glitters is gold. Absolutely not. But something drew you there. Perhaps you deal with that first and the cost of the thing second. Also, notice the way the abundance speak to themselves. People who are living in their richness, in their wealth, in their rich mindset, never say the B word, broke. They may not have cash flow, but they'll never say, I'm broke. They'll say, I'm not investing in that. Or my resources are tied up in something else. The poor person is quick to reaffirm what they see on the surface. I'm broke. I can't afford this. How much is it? No, that's too much. Think about the way you're speaking to yourself. People will often say, well, that's a fact. I am broke. I can't afford it. And then they think because they don't have the money in the account, but is the reason why they can't afford it. But it's the opposite. It's because you keep speaking to yourself like that, which is why you don't have the money in the account, which is why you never get anything you want. Change your perspective. It starts with the way we're speaking to ourselves, the way we're speaking over our life, the way we're speaking to others. The rich understand that as much as money can go out to charities, to donations, to the family, the friends that they love, money will just come right back. And as they are moving through life, they are also, if you notice, in a deep state of gratitude. The gratitude, honestly, is what brings the riches. Gratitude, love, these are the highest level frequencies. And every rich person, and I'm talking rich in peace, in generosity, in goodness, in love, in God, they get it. They understand what's drawing the resources in. It's gratitude, it's love. And they can't wait to give away those resources freely because they know as quick as they give them out, everything comes back multiplied. The broke, not so much. The broke hoard everything. Money, contacts, knowledge, skill. They feel if you rise, then I can't. They feel if I offer this to you, then I won't have enough. So then they never have enough. Because again, they're reaffirming the very thought of, if I give, I won't have enough. But the truth is, if you don't give, everything you do have is going to be clotted. It's going to dry up and it's going to evaporate. So the little that you do have evaporates. This is law. And so now your most prominent thought, which is lack, which is you're not going to have enough because you are that powerful, you see it in your reality. You don't have enough, ever. Also notice that the broke mindset rarely, ever says thank you. And this for me is probably the loudest characteristic of a broke mindset. Like, you gift them something and they are so broken in their mindset, they can't even give away what's free, which is a thank you. And if we're not paying attention, we might miss the subtleties. But for someone who has lived in both mindsets, the broke mindset most of my life, and now I'm tapping into my wealthy mindset, I recognize how I live the majority of my life when I see others speaking the same way I did, always fixated with the cost of things, always thinking that you have to put yourself last, that the bills should come first, that the kids should come first. But there's something deep that's driving that level of mindset. It is your self-worth. Those who really have tapped into their self-worth, those who know what value they bring, those who truly are tapped in with God, understand that you're worthy of all the great things. So when you see something that you want, you don't second guess it. You want it. God brought it to you. You should have it. You're stepped into your power. You are claiming and having whatever you want the moment you want it. You are simply deciding in that moment. And the moment you make a decision is the moment the life will absolutely yield it to you. Rich people get it that nothing is impossible. They understand that they have everything within them to attain everything they want. The broke mindset feels that things are impossible. They give up too soon, if they even try. I was out with my grandsons just today, just a few hours ago, and we were at a arcade and we were playing that claw game. You know, the claw game where it's like filled with like a bunch of stuffed animals, for instance, and you grab the claw and you try to pick up the plushie and drop it, you know, to win the toy. And so as we were entering the arcade, my grandson said, "I want the big plushie." Now, everyone in our group was saying, "Wow, that looks really hard, you know, to win. How about you get that same plushie, but the smaller size? That looks a lot easier to win." And my grandson kept saying, "No, but I want the large one." So he played it for a couple times and he didn't win it after 3 times. And so then everyone else in the group started telling him, "You see, it's impossible. We should actually just move to the smaller plushies first." Immediately, I tapped in. And I told my grandson, "You know this, nothing is impossible. You want it. You've already decided. You should have it. Now, What does it look like to attain it? Perhaps we need to learn a skill here. Perhaps there's a strategy on how to attain that thing. Why don't we pause here and attempt to learn that strategy? And do you know, we did just that. We took a breather, we took to YouTube, and we immediately typed in how to win the large plushies in the Japanese arcades with the claw game. And immediately a bunch of YouTubers came up giving the exact formula on how to do it. And you know what happened? As soon as we entered that arcade again, only 45 minutes later, he won that large plushie in 2 tries. 2. Believing that nothing was impossible, believing that he wanted it and so he could have it, and understanding that having it might mean learning a new skill to attain it. And so he did, just like the rich do. Here is another characteristic that divides the rich from the broke. The rich understand patience. They understand learning a new skill is necessary. The poor, the broke mindset is impatient. They would rather give up fast rather than pause, take a tutorial, and understand a new skill that would bring them the very thing that drew their attention in the first place. Which mindset are you operating from? The words that are coming out of your mouth every single day are telling you which one you're living in. When we say, oh, wait, words are just words. Okay, well, how is that working out for you? How's your life? How do you feel in your body? How does your bank account feel to you? Words are just words. Everything that you have spoken, you have seen over your life. And the things that you have spoken that you still want to achieve, the rich understand it is only a matter of time before they achieve it, because they're speaking it over their life day over day. The rich never say, I'm broke. Even when cash flow is low, they never say broke. They'll say, I'm not investing in that. My resources are invested, tied up in other assets. They'll say things like that. The poor are quick to reaffirm what's on the surface. I'm broke. I can't afford it. No money in the bank. Can't do it. Gotta wait till payday. And so guess what? They never do it. And they're always waiting to payday, only to be broke 72 hours later after payday. Which mindset are you operating from? It's time to start looking at the ways we're speaking over our life. It's time to understand that you are a descendant of the Most High. Your Father is the creator of everything. You are an heir to everything God is. For God's sake, claim it. Start giving out love, generosity, as far as gratitude, appreciation. Be peace and share that peace with others. Be a blessing to others. If you go out for lunch and you're with someone, a girlfriend, a guy friend who makes more than you, and you automatically assume that they should cover the bill because they're making more than you, I tell you, no, you should cover it. Bless who you want to become. So yeah, they're making more money. Great. Lunch is on you. That's how the abundant mindset operates. Anything other than that, you're living in lack. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining our convo. It's time to step into your abundance. This is your birthright. Go faster, go further. Claim your power. Until next time, love yourself and love others. We'll chat again real soon. Bye for now.